For any property manager or landlord, it's obvious that one of the most important things in the job is to collect rent. Rent is arguably what keeps property managers afloat, as the rent is the one thing that makes an investment property profitable. However, before collecting rent, not a lot of people think about the various methods that exist. This may cause some property managers to be missing out on some more effective rent collection methods. If you are yet to decide your rent collection method, or you want to change things up, you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll be going over some of the best and the worst rent collection methods that exist. At the end, we have also included some property management software to completely streamline rent collection. So let's get started. As mentioned before, collecting rent is essential in any property management business. If the tenant doesn't pay rent, the responsibility falls to the property manager or the landlord. This is a problem because that means that the property will no longer be profitable. It will be quite the opposite, actually. Since collecting rent is so important, it's even more important to have an effective form of collecting the rent payments. This may not seem like a pressing issue, but there are actually a lot of complications that can possibly occur. In order to get the full amount for rent and on time, it's vital that the rent collection method you choose is sufficient. This means that the method should protect against situations like missing money, late payments, or missing payments. Some collection methods easily achieve this, while some carry a higher risk. However, there are many other factors that one must consider before choosing one of these methods. Let's go over some of those factors that heavily affect the way that a landlord collects the rent. First is the location. One of the most important factors to consider when making this decision is the location of the rental properties that are paying rent. If the properties are really close to you, then it might not be too much of a hassle to stop by and collect the rent personally. However, if the properties are very far apart from each other, you may want to collect rent online. Another factor that's important to consider is the number of properties that you'll be collecting rent from. This is important because if you only have 1 or 2 properties, you can stop by each one and collect the rent personally. However, when you have more properties, this obviously becomes a problem.